Welcome back to another video, everyone. And this video I was planning on making already. As you can see, there's gonna be footage from it's Saturday's footage. It's like this is crazy footage. It's like Thursday and Saturday, something like that, I'm pretty sure. And last week was like, I was feeling very fatigued last week, so I usually work out 7 days a week. I know that sounds stupid, and you could probably say it's stupid. I'll agree with you once this prep is over. But I was feeling tired. It's only 7 days a week because of my benching 4 times a week. I don't think anything else is crazy, but I was feeling tired Wednesday and Thursday, so I took the days off. I used to like push through not push through the workouts, but like I have to do it. It's like it's the prescribed routine workout, so I'm gonna do it no matter what. And I honestly think I could have, but I was just feeling so beat up, and my sleep was actually kind of okay. I was sleeping like 5 to 6 hours, which is unheard of for me, like in a row, continuous sleep. But I just took it off, and I didn't bench 4 times a week. I only benched twice. This is my second time right here, and even then, I don't know, it didn't really go that good. So I just did the 3 count pauses, and it's so crazy because, again, I have some footage from today for once. I usually do it the next day, but you just watch the video. See, I was on my way to the gym at 4 in the morning today, on my way. And after the gym, I was thinking the same thing, because in the car, I usually talk to myself, like literally straight out talk to myself, or just think a lot. And I'm thinking to myself. And it was crazy because I was thinking 4 in the morning to 7 in the morning. I've always thought that's the best time I like going to the gym, because it's so empty, no one's there, no distractions, so quiet. Whether there's music or not, it's still quiet. I know that sounds stupid, but just in general, like, the world is pretty shut off at that time. That's what I mean by quiet. There's no like commotion outside. It's just like, for me, that's how I like it, because I just don't like music, but the music is still on. It makes no difference. But I just like it to focus with less sound and less distractions, and that's what 4 to 7 a.m. does for me. And I was thinking that most people at 4 in the morning that go consistently every single day are introverts compared to the night people. Obviously, they're extroverts. Usually, night people keep the weights out. They don't put their weights away. They don't clean. They're loud. They're on their phone for so long. I was talking about that in a video. They laugh a lot. They're just very distracting. It's a fact. Compared to 4 a.m. to like 8 p.m., a huge difference. That 16 hours makes a humongous difference with everyone. And Alan Thrall just made a video, like literally when I got home. He was probably thinking it when I was thinking it, or he was like, I don't know when he does his videos, but if he thought of it today and uploaded it today, that's crazy, because like we're literally both thinking the same thing. It's like I was watching the video, it's like I was listening to myself think, because I hadn't said it, but I was thinking it. And that's called something. I don't know why. I Googled it already. I can't find it. But it's when you think of something and someone else is thinking it, and you both say, not deja vu, but like you're thinking something and then it happens. Like, I think it was the power of attraction. Wow, I think it was that. But whatever it is, you think of something and then it just happens. And that's just so crazy, because he doesn't even know I exist. Of course, I know he exists. He's way more famous. I'm not famous at all. And he was saying about 4 to 7 in the morning, he loves working out at that time. And he loves how people are just in and out. They're not on their phones. They're just in and out because they got to go to work. And he loves that time because he doesn't have to think about the distracting day coming up. And past 12 p.m., he's always like worried about what he has to do later, the bills, his son, his wife. And it's just distracting. He has to think about his program. He overthinks it. And at 4 and 7 in the morning, just doesn't happen. And he likes the quietness, even though he loves talking when people are there. It's just so much different. And people ask him, like, how does he do it? And people have always asked me too, how do you get up at 4 in the morning? And he said exactly what my dad said. He's like, ain't nothing to it but to do it, like Ronnie Coleman. But my dad always said, ignore that. Don't ignore. Like, get rid of the snooze button. Don't even think about the snooze button. It's not even an option. Just get up and that's it. And Alan Thrall said the same exact thing. And I always do that when I go at 4 in the morning. And I've noticed when I don't do that, I don't go at 4 in the morning, because I just go back to sleep, because snooze button is horrible. People who always press the snooze button, majority of the time, they're always late. Even if it's like by 15 minutes, still late. It's not going to be, very, very rarely you'll see a punctual person that presses snooze at least twice. And I like to be there a little early. Today I got there at 4:10, and I usually do, but I like to get there, at 3:50 at least, because I still got to warm up and all this stuff and stretch. So he was saying that, and how people ask him, like, how does he go to the gym 6 to 7 days a week? And he said, ain't nothing to it but to do it. He just does it. And that's so true. I've always thought, like, you either are or you aren't in this life. I don't really believe in confidence, even though I still like to call people confident. If I see someone like, that person's very confident, but I don't believe in that. Like, I know I just contradicted myself, but I think you either are something or you aren't. Like, when you go to work and you clock in, you don't confidently go to work. You just go to work. And someone like applying for a job could be like, oh my gosh, that person just went and he's not even shy. She's not even shy. And I'm so shy to get this job interview or talk to the manager about when I can, get an interview. And they're doing it like nothing. It's just either you do it or you do it. You don't wake up confidently. You just wake up. You don't go to sleep confidently. You just go to sleep. You don't enter the gym confidently. You just go in the gym. School, work, when you visit your family, whatever it is, you just do it. You could do it so unconfident, but you still do it. So yes, confidence makes a difference, but I really don't believe confidence is, I just think that's a social construct, and people just say that to act like people are better and that's the way you get things done in a certain way. But the fact of the matter is, Alan Thrall has no idea who I am, and the fact that he took the words out of my brain is just so crazy because I think I relate to him a lot, not because of his content. I do love his content, but I think because of the way he is. He's an all-around athlete. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm sure he's mentioned his high school, like his sports he's played and all that. But just the fact that he does Olympic lifting, powerlifting, strongman, and I'm sure he does more. But, he flips tires. I know that's strongman, but he, does vertical jumps. He does everything. And, that's the same. I'm the same exact way. I just need to compete in Olympic lifting, which is next on my list. And eventually strongman. I just need a gym with the equipment, which is a horrible excuse because there's one down the street. So, but that's not happening yet. So whenever that happens, I'm going to go to that. Whatever gym has the equipment that I need. And it's just so crazy how great minds think alike, obviously, or people that have stuff in common think alike. What else he addressed in the video was how people say if I go at 4 a.m, I'm going to be weaker. People, of course, say I need my sleep. This is my experience too. He said it, but I've been through this too because people always tell me. They say 4 a.m. is way too early for me, or 3 a.m, or 5 a.m, or whatever. People say I need my sleep and that's way too early and I'm going to be weaker. He mentions this and I've heard this too. First of all, if you think you're going to be weaker, there's studies that say if you go later, you're stronger. If you do this, you're that, this, blah, blah, blah. First of all, those are studies that were not done on people or on you. If they're done on you, it's a whole other story. But these are people, studies are I've already said, I'm very against studies. They're very broad, and these people, we don't know how old they were, how much training experience they had, or what they were doing. They could have just been messing around at night when they were supposedly maxing out, or whenever they were doing what they were doing, peak performance time. But it just really depends, because what if you work graveyard? Then nighttime is not for you. Your nighttime is different. So it's seriously all in our head, because people who work graveyard shifts, they adapt to different sleeping schedules, because I've known people and I've done that. And a lot of times you don't even get to sleep because the sun's coming in the house. That's hard to sleep like that. So you can easily adapt your body. Like one friend of mine, he told me, I used to play basketball all the time at 5 a.m. He said that the human body is an amazing thing, because an amazing machine, he said, because we can get it to do anything. And that's so true. If you go at 4 a.m. for a week, there's no way you're not going to be used to it. There's just no way. Your body's going to adapt after the second day, in my personal opinion. Of course, we're all different, but we all have a different mindset. Of course, if you don't, in a week, you're not used to getting up and going to the gym at 4 a.m, being there at 4 a.m. So that means getting up at 3. That means you just don't want to. That means you prefer to sleep. And there's a difference. Like Eric Thomas says, most of you don't want success as bad as you want to sleep. Of course, an easy comeback is I do want success and sleep, so I'm going to go later. There's no difference, and I'm stronger later. I have food in me. I have energy in me. I have sunlight in me, of course. But just in general, people always want sleep more than they want success, because they'll probably sleep 10 hours, which is a waste of time. And like Arnold Schwarzenegger says, you can sleep faster and go to the gym earlier. You don't have to go to the gym earlier, but no matter what, you can get sleep faster to get things done, no matter what it is, whether it's a business you're doing, entrepreneurship, which is the same thing, I know, whether it's the gym, family time, and trying to fit all that stuff in together, work schedule. There's ways around it. Just sleep faster, or you can sleep the same amount and do what I have been doing. I'm not saying my way is the best, but sleeping throughout the day, 3-hour naps, 3 times 3, that's 9 hours, or 4 and 2, that's 6 hours. Whatever way you want to do it, everyone's different. You just got to have a set time and a set schedule and keep it like that for your sleep. That's all I have to say about the video. I just think it was crazy how, a stranger was thinking the same exact thing as me. And now I feel like I'm copying him. But I just really wanted to, react to it and do a review on how I think about it, because I've literally gone through the same exact thing as him. And if you think training early is why you're weaker, like Alan Thrall says, you're already weak. Welcome to the club. And don't be so close-minded when you're in the gym or when you're doing anything that you love, like exploring fitness. No one is the expert on anything. Like fitness in general, you could be the expert in one thing, but it's hard to be the expert in everything. Like powerlifting, bodybuilding, yoga, CrossFit, vertical jumping, broad jumping, you know, Olympic, track and field. All this stuff is some kind of fitness and, you know, different kinds of sports. I've never met anyone that was a pro at every single thing I just listed and more, because there's way more than that. I listed a few things because that's kind of just what popped into my head. Being closed-minded is one of the worst things you could do when it comes to fitness and when it comes to life, because you're preventing yourself from learning. You want to learn as much as you can without being closed-minded and without being biased and without having pure opinions without the facts. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep in mind everything I said, and please don't do whataboutism to top it off.